Crack, Street Nation. This one right here, Love Potion number 26. Y'all gonna dig this.
What is your song process like from start to finish when you work on a song?
Really depends on the beat. The beat will give me a feel usually. Sometimes though, I get it from my producer, and whatever he named the beat, usually has that flow, that feel with it, and I go off that. But sometimes it don't. And if the beat feels up tempo, I get myself up tempo, and then sometimes I can change it around if I want to. But that's mainly my thought process. You know, it's mainly about the beat to me.
Oh yeah. How old were you when you first started rapping?
13.
13.
13. Yeah, I never forget.
Why is that?
Brandy is the singer. Brandy. She was like just getting big right then, and she had a song called "I Want to Be Down," and there was this remix with Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, and Yo Yo. It was so hard. It like intrigued me, and I just watched the video one day, and ever since then, I can do this.
Oh yeah. So how have you transitioned from the start of your music career till now?
Ooh, process. The process is still ongoing. It's a never-ending process. As I found out, once you start, you can't stop. It went from everything I tried to find to finding a loyal beat maker, someone you could trust, and that you got to find the people that visualize, have the same vision as you have, or bigger, or that's already been there and willing to help you get there. And once you find that, it's easy. So the process was, it went from not being able to have a beat maker to now have a beat maker. Now I have these songs. What am I going to do with them? To trying to put it out there to the right person just heard it, and now it's on radio. And you know, sometimes the process moves faster than you. You got to be ready at all times.
What is it about music that makes you love it so much?
Besides the sound, it has to be the sound, because the sound gives me a feeling. If I'm angry, upset, sad, music it'll make me smile even when the time doesn't call for it. Or I could cry but feel good at the same time. And only with music. It's like my go-to.
How did you feel when you first heard your song on the radio?
This is literally my answer. It's unexplainable. Like, that's something that you very good, very well, awesome. It's unexplainable. Could that be an answer? I have no words. It was amazing. Like, the process. It went from here to here very quick, and you know, it's still an ongoing process, and they're still wanting more, and that's what me and my team are doing. We're trying to give them more. It's like so cool, so awesome.
Did it make you feel like some of your work was finally paying off?
It's finally paying off. Sometimes it's not all about the money, but as far as everything has a value, and paper, money is not necessarily the only value that's output, if you can understand what I'm trying to say. You know? So sometimes there are things that money can't put a price on.
What are some of the biggest challenges as a female artist and an artist coming out of a state like South Carolina?
Well, as a female artist, an African American female artist, there are certain things when it comes to the hip hop. There are certain things, and they put you in a box. Either you're hard and you're the tough or you have to sell sex, you know. But there are very few. I'm right here in the middle, because my sex isn't necessarily revealing my body, but at the same time, my hardness doesn't necessarily mean I have to sag my pants and act like a man all the time. You understand? It's me. There are very few females. Well, there's one. You said female coming from the South, that I can speak on. Rhapsody. She's a Carolina artist, and she's big mainstream. I'm pretty sure everyone knows of her. She has her own style, her own lane. She's sexy. She's street. She's a genius. I mean, it's everywhere. It's not just one, because some of these female artists that's in this box cannot go over here in this box. This box can't go in that box. You got to be versatile, because it's hard. You have to make your own way in the game as a woman.
Who are some of the artists that you would love to work with?
Rhapsody, J. Cole, mainly because they're Carolina artists and they're hot, like really hot, as in lyrical hot. The Baby, because he can breathe on a song, and it's gonna. Oh, he breathed. His breath, you know. And the baby, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. I would. I'm not gonna. I would, because they have their own box. That box. That's the box that I'm different in, but I can go in that box. You know. I would like to work with those ladies also. Missy, I don't. Missy is the number one. She's one of the number ones. Queen Latifah, MC, like a lot of the old female rappers. Goody Mob, Wu-Tang, because of Triumph. It's so many. It's a lot. It's a lot. But those are some of the main ones back in the day.
What or who does your style compare to, or how would you describe your style?
Let's say Deja Loaf and Young M.A. had a baby. That would be me.
What were some of your other early influences?
Oh, to have me hooked with music? The Ghetto Boys. What's those guys? It's the DRS with Gangsta Lean, and then, but mainly back then I was in the soulful, like R&B, that type of rap and everything. But then it was I don't know. Actually, I don't even know which one came first. But between Biggie and Wu-Tang Triumph, oh man, like I'm born atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I could drop it. I'm like, oh my.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about Socrates, his philosophy, you know? That had me hooked, like, okay, it's more to gangster rap, to those rappers, than what we see, you know? And you actually got to, like, listen and think. And so that kind of influenced me, Goody Mob. I don't know, it's Erykah Badu, it's that field, those positive vibes. I always find positivity in music, regardless, because someone's telling their story. You know, that's their story.
How did you come up with your name?
I didn't come up with Muff Scola, Muff or Scola. My uncle, God bless his soul, my Uncle Fuzz, he gave me the name Muff. He said I look like a little muffin, but everyone was calling their kids Muffin, so he just called me Muff. But Scola came from one of my second oldest cousin. This guy, he's locked up. His name is Dennis Campbell. Shout out, fair time. But he heard about me rapping and everything, and he sent me a letter, and he was like, I'm going to call you Scola. I called it Scola. It could have been Scola, but I pronounced it Scola, and I use it as an anagram. Out of Latta, South Carolina. S-C-O-L-A. O out of L-A, Latta, South Carolina. And it was like it was meant to be. So I put it together, and now it's Muff Scola. That's me.
Did you have any other earlier nicknames that didn't stick, or earlier rap or MC names that you thought of before you came up with your final name?
Can't remember. Just Muff. Big Muff. Muff.
Right.
That's it.
Where are some of the places in the world that you would like to live or travel?
Amsterdam. That's the marijuana capital of the world. Jamaica. It's like the second most marijuana capital of the world. And mainly because our dollars gets us so much in Jamaica, you know. Yeah. But Africa, where in Africa? Everywhere. Everywhere in Africa. In all 50 states. That's my bucket list. That's it.
Okay. And last question I got for you is, where do you see yourself 10 years?
Alive. As far as my career goes, I'm pretty sure I would have accomplished everything that I set out to do if I keep going for it. Because everything that I've tried to do works. It's if I want more from it, you know. The universe hears me. It's all about me to respond when it answers. So I see myself doing pretty well 10 years from now. In the music business. In the music business or entertainment, somewhere doing that. I do.
She done been through so much, her heart turned cold. Said as long as she's alive, she never trust another soul. She lost now, she done. Just another bullet coming from life gun. He done been through so much, his heart turned cold. Said as long as he's alive, he'll never trust another soul. He lost now, he done. Just another bullet coming from life gun.